So I'm in Mount Shasta right now. Ignore the massive bedhead right now. I was called to be here at Mount Shasta. It's been a kind of like a weird month, and I don't know what to attribute that to. Maybe just life, just going. Not really pausing, not really stopping. I know like Pluto went retrograde for a little bit, so it's kind of funny how that lines up. That pretty much I feel like I regressed in some ways. But the thing about Mount Shasta, people are called to Mount Shasta for many, many reasons, right? Like most of them spiritual. Most people are here because of the lore, because they're here to find something in a way. That's how I feel. And ironically, even though logically, or even like just knowing, being in the spiritual space, that there's nothing to really seek. Like it's all within us. It's all here. But I want to show you the. Sorry, I paused like that, but I want to show you the beautiful view. Like that is just gorgeous. I don't want to kill myself because I'm like on this rocky, uncharted path. But that's a thing. That's actually the irony. Like the path we choose, no matter what, is usually like the right one is the rocky, uncharted path. And there's no map. There's no roadmap to it. There's no like easy answer. Yeah, ironically, the answer is easy because that is the answer. However, about Mount Shasta, the thing I've noticed is it could be in my head, but probably not because I'm not the only person who has felt this. But there's like a piece. It kind of forces you to slow down. I'm here for a few days. I've been here for 3 days now. I got here Saturday. It is now Tuesday because it's fourth day now. And they're doing construction on Highway 89, I believe, Volcanic Legacy. I'm staying in the cloud, and yeah, they're doing road work. And I remember being like in a hurry, like, cause I've noticed being here and being with friends, and like I have tendencies that my dad's family has, very like militant, organized. Like I have an itinerary ready. This has to get done. This has to get done. Like I don't really relax. And when you're camping, it kind of like that's like survival mode, right? And again, my masculine energy, which I appreciate, but it's like boom, 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 boom. Like I don't rest. Like I'm like, all right, I hate. Time to clean up. Time to do this. Time to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know part of it is to compensate for like the ADHD. I want to make sure I don't forget the thing that I'm thinking of right now. So I'm like, act now before you forget. But I've noticed that haven't relaxed. I'm at Mount Shasta. I mean, I've relaxed now, but like the first day and two, I was like, I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. We have to get this ready, blah, blah, blah. My mind's like, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful. I like the tasks of getting things done. But at the same time, I wasn't slowing down and I wasn't enjoying and really like being in that, like just being. And I'm like, damn, I probably do this all the time. I do this all the time. I don't even realize it. It's just that I'm not out of the routine. So most of the times I have a routine. It makes it a little bit easier on my mind. No wonder I feel burnt out and tired because I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. No like meditating and being, and even the meditation, even the time for meditation is like a block. It's a block. Like I'm like, all right, meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. Boom, checked. And there's something beautiful about that, especially for people who maybe lack discipline and focus, which was me for most of my life. However, life isn't meant to be lived like that all the time. Life is meant to be like this at times, like heaven on earth. Like look at that, the rays of the sun shining down. It's like a early morning. Well, it's not that early, it's 8 a.m, but look at that. Tell me where the checklists are. Tell me where the Google Maps, no, not the Google Maps, tell me where Tell me where the Google schedule is at. This is paradise. This is the type of life I like and want. I don't want the Bugatti, the Ferrari. I mean, a Ferrari would be pretty cool, not gonna lie, but like, it's not what sets me on fire. This is what sets me on fire. And I think it would make any human feel good to experience something so raw and natural, and it's organized but in a like natural way. It's not brutalist, it's not forced. It just is the organization of God. So like, I'm living this militant life, and because I feel I need money to do things, and I mean, we could argue back and forth about that. However, with my debts and obligations, or rather the priorities I have, the principles that I have, I feel like I gotta figure it out, financially, and make it happen. And I'm very gang mode, very masculine, very like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this window cleaning. We're gonna make some money. Like, stop being like, I talk to myself, be like, stop being. I don't know if this is gonna affect the YouTube algorithm, but stop being a wuss. Basically, the other word for that, but stop being a wuss. Stop being a wuss. Be a man. Be a man and take care of business. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. There are a lot of man children, a lot of boys that are in adult bodies and don't take responsibility, haven't matured out of boyhood psychology. And I'm not saying I'm the most mature guy. I know I'm in a transition state in terms of like adolescence and mentally, like maturity wise, it's the transition state, and it's chaotic. It's a chaotic state. It's a chaotic state in the tribe. When there was initiation, that part of life or death, confusion. That's the adolescent stage, and we see that in our world. Yeah, we could easily see that in our world, right? We can easily see there's a lot of confusion, a lot of narcissism, a lot of me, a lot of selfishness, no responsibility, or there is responsibility, but it's towards the wrong things, toward materialism. And my drive for financial freedom doesn't come exactly from like what you would call the alpha male Andrew Tate. Like, I want all the sports cars, supercars, I want the huge mansion. Like, those things would be nice, don't get me wrong. Like, a part of me acknowledges, I'm like, that's cool. The status, the fame, the women. Like, I'm not gonna deny these primal type of desires within me, but I'm also acknowledging that that's not really what fills a hole in my heart. And I know that. It's just that I'm not gonna deny that part of myself, because if I deny that part of myself, that's where I become like a hater. It's shadow work. I'm projecting like, oh, this guy's super successful, fuck that guy, like, he's on the wrong track, and blah blah blah. Maybe, yeah, maybe, but maybe that guy is more enlightened than you. You don't know that. And really, if you want to be truly, genuinely honest, like, why does it bother you so much if that's the thing, like, you're criticizing? And usually there's a small part of us that desires that secretly wishes for power and status, like that dark type of side. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that. It doesn't mean we take our positions, our values, our principles. It doesn't mean our actions have to come from that desire. It's just there. My arm is getting tired, so I brought my selfie stick. I don't know why I'm not using it. It's just an impromptu video. But I will like transition real quick. All right, I'm back. So angle change. Now I get to see more of my beautiful imperfections. Now I'm joking. I got sidetracked, but the thing about Mount Shasta I've noticed is it feels more open, like the heart space. I keep seeing hearts everywhere, like not just like intentional hearts, but like rock shaped like hearts. Like, that's not even a good example, because someone could argue someone did that. I mean, like, things in nature are just things being shaped like hearts, like out, and I'm like, hey, that looks like a heart. And it's weird, obviously I'm like confirmation bias, So it's telling me something like I gotta open my heart. And it's not that I haven't had my heart open before or it's not possible, but I notice that it does become very difficult when I'm like in the go, 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 in the list, in the Google Calendar, and like this very just disconnected form. And I've been like starting to hate my life, honestly. Like, I love it, I enjoy, I'm so grateful for it. Like, you have no idea how grateful I am to be alive. You know, my sister passed away. Tomorrow is her birthday, actually. And, you know, she wanted to live so badly. I remember her desire to live, and she didn't get that choice, you know. And seeing her, being there when she passed away, it changes a person. And that was really the biggest trigger for me for this spiritual journey, this spiritual ascension, this spiritual awakening. Because if you've gone through that, a similar process of that, losing something major, and that like triggered a change within you, a major change, then you know what I'm talking about. So for me, it was like that. And I think about her, and even here, I think about her. You know, I really do. I miss her. I love her. I know she's here with me. And I'm going to live so fully for both of us. You know, she's still with me, and I'm going to live so fully for both of us. And for me, not just her, obviously, but for me, because I didn't live for the longest time. I genuinely lived. So I am grateful. My heart is open, but the past month, I feel like I've been more closed, and I've been confused on what is aligned, what isn't aligned. Have my priorities been right? And being here, I wish, I want to be here. I want to stay here. This is what I love. Like, I find nature places where I live. I live near LA, but it's not the same. And I don't know if I'm just being ungrateful. Maybe I'm being very ungrateful. Man, I just remember I don't have my mic. So hopefully the audio is okay here. Because the creek, the river, is right along us, so maybe not. But either way, what I want to say is this place is magical, and if you get the chance and you feel called to it, you feel like it's right, I really do recommend it. I do. It's beautiful. It's paradise. But maybe I'll end up here. It's just I feel so trapped. You know, I feel so trapped with my debts, and like I don't regret it, because in ways I've regained some freedom. But now I just feel like I'm in a cycle. And I can see why people feel the way they do when they have even larger debts than I do. Like, my debt is like not too bad. I've been doing okay, paying everything off. It's just I don't have anything left for myself, and when I'm stuck on money, it takes away something from me. And I'm not seeing something clearly, obviously. Like, there's an answer, but I don't know what the answer is. Like, I don't know. I want to connect and live this spiritual life and live a full conscious life, and also make money so I don't lose everything. There's a lot of fear there, obviously. I'm just being honest. Being honest. I never pretend on this channel that I have all the answers. I have some answers. Like, I've definitely improved my life a lot. If you're in that transition state between boy to man, like, I've figured a lot of that out. But I haven't yet gained the wisdom of, like, you know, being an older gentleman, older man, the sage, the shaman. I'm not there. I'll say I definitely do have what would you call that? The humbleness. It's not the humbleness, but I'm not arrogant enough to claim that I am there. You can't get there with only the magician energy. So the magician energy is knowledge, all mind. Very important. But you cannot gain just wisdom. You can't gain that eternal sage-like, shaman-like, that like well-rounded type of man from the magician, from the mind. It has to have the four facets of the major archetypes of the king, the warrior, the magician, and the lover. The way I think of it, I don't know if anyone's ever connected it, but there's planets associated with these, right? So the king is the sun, the warrior is Mars, the magician is Mercury, and the lover is Venus. Those are the four inner planets plus ours, five, Earth, which is probably all of it integrated, I'm assuming. I haven't really gotten that far into my exploration of that knowledge, but yeah, I've been studying really a lot of that. So if you enjoy these rambles and maybe these little nuggets, I have a lot more coming out. You know, it's just I've been burnt out and taking a break, and I haven't found the answer yet. I don't know. However, Mount Shasta is beautiful. I love. Right now, I just feel like I don't have to do anything, and it's nice. Like it's perfect, and maybe that's the answer. Like I don't need all the things that I feel like I need. And if you saw some like confusion in my face or maybe some struggle in my face, it's because I thought of my parents and how I feel entitled, not entitled, how I feel responsible for them. I do. Anyway, my phone's about to die, and I'm like somewhere. I'm exploring a new area, so probably not the best idea. So if you don't hear from me, this is what happened. I'm joking. Anyway, if you enjoy these rambles, this is a totally different type of video. Then follow along. Please like and subscribe. There's no real conclusion to this video, just sharing my thoughts. And if you ever get the chance, come to Mount Shasta. And if you have, let me know. Recommend any other spots. Excuse me. Recommend any spots you've been to. And thank you for watching. So I'll catch you in the next video.